There is a fantastic dialogue at the end of the book of Job where Job has railed against God for the injustice of how he feels he has been treated, for all the sorrow and suffering that God has visited upon him, and challenges God, puts God on trial essentially, and challenges God to respond. And God responds by talking about the majesty of creation and asking Job about his own place in it. He says to Job, where is the way to the dwelling of light? Where is the place of darkness that you may take to its territory and that you may discern the paths to its home? Surely you know, for you were born then, and the number of your days is great. He's teasing Job a bit there. Have you entered the storehouses of the snow, or have you seen the storehouses of the hail? Who has cut a channel for the torrents of rain and a way for the thunderbolt? Has rain a father? Or who has begotten the drops of dew? Can you lift up your voice to the clouds so that a flood of waters may cover you? Can you hunt the prey for a lion? Do you give the horse its might? Do you clothe its neck with a mane? Is it by your wisdom that the hawk soars and spreads its wings toward the south? Is it at your command that the eagle mounts up and makes its nest on high? The Lord says to Job at the beginning of chapter 40, shall a fault finder contend with the Almighty? Anyone who argues with God must respond. Then Job answered the Lord, see, I am of small account. What shall I answer you? I lay my hand on my mouth. I have spoken once, and I will not answer twice, but will proceed no further. Case closed. This musical piece that you'll hear today called Nothing Left to Say, and I promise I won't say a lot about it. I want you to listen to it, but our sopranos and altos did such a beautiful job with it, and although it's not about the kind of contentious back and forth that Job and God experience in this work, it's about the kind of awe that human beings can feel in the presence of the ordinary splendor and grandeur of God's creation. And so while this takes place within feelings of comfort and assurance and delight in God's creation, rather than the feelings of despair and grievance with which Job begins, it's nonetheless that same feeling of complete awe at what God and God alone can do, and how small and humble we are in relationship to it. I remember such a moment that was foundational to my understanding of myself as a God-believing person when I was in middle school and went on a retreat in the woods. And I remember they sent us out each day with quiet time, sent us out with our Bibles, no phones. There weren't, phones you could carry with you in those days. Sent us out with our Bibles into the quiet, into the forest. And I remember looking around as I was sat there in prayer, reading from the Psalms, and having two simultaneous revelations. One was just at how awesome and grand and majestic is God's creation, and at the same time, how very small I was in relationship to it all, and yet how very deeply I was loved. That was foundational to my understanding of myself as a Christian person and a believer in God. I invite you, encourage you to spend some time in ordinary moments of awe this week. Find something about God's creation to look at and appreciate and marvel at, whether it's your children or grandchildren at play, whether it's something to behold in the natural world, whether it's a relationship that you cherish that continues to give life to you. Be blessed by the feeling of having nothing left to say except an awareness of God's presence with you, with us, and God's majesty in creating all that we enjoy. Let me pray with you as you go into this quest this week. Dear God, we thank you for the gifts of music that reveal you to us in deep and profound ways, the gift of Scripture, and all the gifts of your creation and our life within it. Help us to be in awe this week. Catch us by surprise. Catch us unawares. Remind us of who you are and what you do around us, so that we might find ourselves in a moment of having nothing left to say except thank you. Amen.